What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only world battle with the Health and Plagues mod. Nearly said historic spawn dates, but no, Health and Plagues mod it is. As of last video, we saw Spain just about hold on, just clinging on, even though they are being bombed by planes. And maybe the tide is about to turn in Rome's favour, actually. Possibly. Not 100% sure with that one. Texas, oh look, the British settlers coming over here, but Texas are obviously attacking Brazil. They might just burn out here because the cities are too close together. And other than that, I'm pretty sure, again, we're still in a fairly quiet era. I'm just going to scroll around. Vietnam are still weakly trying to attack the Chinese. Well, they've got artillery here, so maybe in the next few turns with the Viet Cong and the Great War Infantry, maybe they will start to make some more progress. We obviously saw Mongolia do one of the worst peace deals of the game so far and give away that city. The Huns are looking pretty good, you know. 19 population, 17. These cities used to suck. They're actually doing quite good now. And they're brave enough to slap down some citadels next to the Mongolians. Russia v Brazil. Maybe we'll see some more people attack Brazil soon. Russia is still doing just fine, as long as Poland doesn't try to invade them. And that's probably very unlikely now. What's going on in Africa? Was there something going on? There was a plague, but it's gone. Africa, everyone's just at peace. The Songhai actually, I think. The Songhai fighting the Congo, maybe. I don't know, but it's not important. Also, the Congo with lots of planes, but not the Congo. The Zulu v Songhai. That might be a thing that's going on, maybe. But yeah, other than that, Brazil v Texas is about it. Obviously, Argentina took out Chile from from South American mainland. This has been a good start. So yeah, Argentina maybe just a little bit stronger than Brazil now. I don't know what your thoughts are. Obviously, Brazil have only lost one city to the Texans so far. The Texans now have their first plane, and they skipped Great War bombers altogether. They just went straight for the bombers, and that is going to be pretty effective at bombing Brasilia. So maybe they'll have some luck and get in here, but they're probably going to need to send some more units, which maybe they are, off the coast of Florida here. And look at that. Texan battleship. So I think Texas are definitely in the lead. How does Chile's turn take so long? Why? They've got nothing. I mean, they've probably got a lot of stuff spread out around the world, but it takes so long. Then Australia just freezes because it's their go last. Look at Australia. Man, lots of units. But they're pretty far behind. They've got their diggers, but that's still quite far behind. But yeah, so by the looks of things, Texas are in the lead. Oh no, Vietnam have battleships out here in the Pacific. Or Western Pacific, I guess. It's not really in the Pacific, it's just sort of to the edge of it. So that'll be interesting to see. Does Congo probably not have battleships? No, Congo's not there quite yet. Rome definitely won't be there, as expected. Poland aren't there either, and the other power, the Iroquois, are very far behind in terms of navy anyway. On land, they're okay. Although, again, they don't have any planes, which is kind of worrying for them, considering Texas also now have infantry, just to bear in mind. So Texas are definitely stronger than the Iroquois, which is probably as we expected. They're a bit bigger. They've taken more capitals out as well. They've got the former Shoshone, Sioux, and Chinook capital under their control. Obviously, the Iroquois only have their own, and Washington. Of course, the Sioux are still alive. I mean, they've got crossbowmen, which probably aren't the best, but they're still alive. Texas have let them live, as of the Iroquois. The Iroquois probably couldn't take them out if they tried, but because they've been pretty forceful. Where is this British settler going? They got open borders with Texas, which is interesting, but there's not much free land out here, so I don't know where exactly they're planning to go. Unless they're going for like this random bit of jungle here for themselves. Who knows? Maybe that's what they're doing. What's this? Casimir. Okay, so Poland just entered the atomic era, so they're a little bit off the leading pack, but they're not greatly behind. They got some submarines. They'd be pretty effective at keeping control or taking control of the Baltic Sea. They could take Hamburg pretty easily if they wanted to, but then again, they'd have to fight Germany, who are not technologically strong, but they've got a lot of units, lots of Gatling guns. Be tough to fight through. Look at Rome sneakily building up this navy off the Belgium, Netherlands, maybe Denmark, Germany coast. Not exactly sure, but off the northern coast of northwestern Europe coast, Rome may be more influential up here. At the moment, Poland, Germany and Britain have been fighting it out for all this stuff. Maybe Rome will become more important in the coming turns. See, are Brazil going to get this done? Okay, Texas now have another bomber, so that's going to help, and a fighter. So we'll probably see them get it done pretty soon. Texas, of course, with paratroopers and rocket artillery. So we are getting close to the end of the game. Still a way to go. Obviously, planes will soon be much more apparent. Everyone will have lots of them, but even the weak people, even the Mayans will, maybe not. Maybe the Mayans will never get to use planes, but Brazil and Argentina definitely will at some point in the future. Actually, these guys are really slipping. Argentina don't yet have great war infantry. Brazil probably haven't had them for too long. Oh, wow. See, things are happening very quickly, and I'm not even paying attention. Rome took Barcelona and Logrono this time, which means, I mean, there's Spanish riflemen there, so maybe Spain will take it back. I'm not sure. That's pretty big for Rome. If they can hold on to these two cities, it's a big future landing point if they want to invade Spain more. Obviously, then go through the Strait of Gibraltar with all these frigates and take their Spanish city, African Spanish city, to add to their own northern African cities. And of course, they can use Barcelona to push straight in through the road infrastructure for Madrid. So Spain are as good as done. They were looking pretty strong. I mean, they've still got cities all over the map. There are so many British settlers. I got no idea where they're going, but so many British settlers just running around. Don't know exactly what the plan is for Britain. I mean, I thought they were doing okay. They had a chance to support Spain, though, a few videos ago when this war broke out. They could have joined in and helped Spain, and they would have probably... Spain would have won if that was the case, and they left them, and now it's probably going to stay like this forever. Vietnam... Hey, look, when did Brazil get here? That's pretty cool. Brazil made it here. That wasn't there like at the start of the video, so that must have been the last few turns. Yeah, Brazil are here, so that's good for them. Australia must be getting annoyed. Surely Australia want to declare a war at some point. I mean, invading Australia is going to be impossible, but someone might want to... Australia may want to attack somebody. Vietnam did just peace out with Australia. Nothing happened in that one. Vietnam now have planes, which I don't think they had until very recently. Great war bomber. India have planes. That is a surprise. And look at this. Beijing may fall hit. Why do Vietnam have anti-aircraft guns? No one except India, who surprisingly have one plane. And I mean, even Vietnam only has one plane. Do they really need... do they really need to have... Do they really need anti-aircraft guns? And also, why is this citadel looks like it's just twice as tall as this one? But it just looks twice as big, but I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's because it's got the buildings inside, I think. That's why. This city here, nice coastal city. Still surprised Vietnam didn't go after this Japanese island, Osaka, or modern-day Taiwan, although it's about to be surrounded by Vietnamese coastal borders. So, although these guys have open borders anyway. Look at Japan. They're just like, you know what? Just in case, you know, we'll run your fort for you. No reason. Just in case. Got railroads going up in Vietnam, which will make obviously them a bit more efficient in moving their units around. Look at India. They're doing okay. They got some planes. They're a bit of a surprise. Maybe we've been underestimating them. They've got some ironclads. They've got quite a strong fleet towards the Persian Gulf. It's definitely not the best in the world. It's better than Vietnam's at the moment. Vietnam will probably rebuild a massive one now to spite me. Hey look, the Congo have finally given up. Congo finally stopped trying to attack Persia, who are just down to Persepolis here. Pretty much surrounded. They're pretty safe from all sides. India could probably... would just have to burn through units to try. But maybe in the future, as India push a better technological lead over the Persians, maybe it would come better off. And see if they get more planes. Keep forgetting they have planes. More planes for India. You might see it fall. Assyria aren't in the best spot to take it. The Huns as well. Maybe coming from the north could help. But probably couldn't do it by themselves. And then Rome won't do anything. Poor old Rome. Can't believe... Why am I saying poor old Rome? They don't need sympathy. What just happened here? Okay, that was... I thought it looked like... On the mini-map, it doesn't look like the UK's colours when it's put next to the Polish colours. So it looks kind of weird, but it was. Greece finally declared a war. They've ended their peaceful spell Sadly, this war is against the Chinook, so it really doesn't matter. Greece have done okay. I mean, normally, you know, they have bits of Italy. They've not managed not to annoy Rome. They've got all of Greece and the Balkan states, I guess, and most of Turkey, Anatolia up here this way. Big chunk of the Black Sea too. They could have done with settling a Constantinople sort of city. What's it called? Istanbul in modern times, and you know, been able to transfer stuff through, but you know, they didn't. So it's not going to happen now. It's just as we didn't get the Suez Canal, and we're not going to get the Panama Canal either. Oh, when did this? No, this happened ages ago. It was this city. Curitiba nearly fell, but Brasilia is safe, and it looks like that is probably it. Although Texas can keep bombing it, so if they can keep it in the red, just wait for the infantry to sneak over. Maybe they'll have some better luck. And yep, Rome are going to take Orleans, which means Britain have got no chance, I feel, in the future of being able to do anything. Britain are practically surrounded by Rome now, to the west, east, and south. And yeah, it looks like Orleans will fall. Big chunk of southern France going that way. Will Rome? Probably iron up Paris. Nice city, 18 population, they'll want that. Valencia also in the yellow. Madrid still relatively safe. I don't think we'll see Spain completely killed off just yet, but maybe soon. Come on, guys. Come on. Give us the war. Oh, look how cool did I say this last video? Look how cool the Russian Great War infantries look. I can't wait to see their infantry as well. They look awesome. This red mod pack. Very nice. Also, most of the gaps in the map have filled up now around the Caucasus region, and even the big desert is starting to fill. Mongolia are about to be squeezed out of the race to grab some of these desert tiles. Aha! Finally. Now, this is probably not going to work well. These guys should have been teaming up to survive, but the Aztecs... hang on. Let me just... India v China. Okay, China's about to be dead. Vietnam is about to take Beijing. Iroquois just pieced out with the Chinook. Did they give this city away? No. Okay, so the Chinook v the Aztecs. The Chinook are probably going to benefit from this more than the Aztecs are. I feel like this city might fall to the Chinook, and then the Chinook will just survive. So don't forget the Aztec capital is been completely trashed. Okay, India. Okay, Mongolia. There's a race for China, Beijing. It's too late because it's going to go to the Vietnamese. Japan and Korea has pieced out, and Argentina and Korea. A load of wars just popped up. That's really exciting. But India v the Chinook. That's a bit random. If India had longer range planes, that would be interesting, but they don't. So that sucks. So India with the artillery. Maybe India. Since both my picks, America failed me completely, and Indonesia have just let me down. Although that was always an ambitious pick. I think in the later part of the game, I'm going to be rooting for India, just because they've sort of gone under the radar. They're definitely not one of the top civs at the moment, but you never know. Could they just ruin Vietnam's hopes, which would be kind of funny if they just sort of snuck in and took Hanoi. Look how open it is. Although, again, caravans, probably unlikely that that's going to happen. Did anything else happen? Nope. So this big, the Viet Congs are going to move in. I said back at the start of the video, they would... The artillery's probably not actually can't reach from there, but... So they've done pretty well to just use the Viet Congs, but they are going to move in, take Beijing, and that will give them complete control of... Is this the Yellow Sea, I want to say? Except for the bit India have. Another big coastal city, and a lot more options. They'll now border Mongolia, the Huns, and Korea. Well, they already did border Korea, actually. To be fair, my bad. My bad. Outbreak. Oh, just when things couldn't get any more interesting. An outbreak of mumps. Oh, Russia has been hit with the worst plagues. They got hit with Ebola in Moscow. Now they've got mumps. I mean, this couldn't be worse. But to be fair for Russia, like plagued for 4 turns, I think their healthcare, the health sort of mechanic behind it is starting to improve. It's starting to really get involved. Like building hospitals, I presume, will have an impact. So that's probably going to see people like Russia and Poland less affected than they were in the Ebola, about 3 or 4 turns ago. Either way, Russia's population didn't really die. It was Poland's that was hurt quite badly. Look at all these Polish units and archaeologists. Don't be fooled by the archaeologists, but there's still a lot of units there. Rome are so... Why are they focusing on Valencia when they need to be focusing on Orleans? Like, they'll get so much land with this as well. Oh, spoke too soon. There we go. Rome take Orleans, southern France. They've nearly connected Birmingham, or at least Birmingham's borders, to Orleans, to their empire, which is pretty impressive from Rome. I think they're starting to really push on Rome, because no one else is really making any sort of aggressive movements. Vietnam obviously are going to take Beijing. But the other powers, so Poland are very stagnant. Texas is slowly and probably going to eventually conquer all of the Caribbean. It's just going to take them some time. These units are going to probably go after Curitiba. The bombers are just keeping it in the red, it appears. And they could send like this battleship to help out. And they are sending one to go test the battleship. Maybe that's how Vietnam took this. Is their battleship up here? No. Oh, good job, Zulu. Good job, you just got into the industrial era. No shame in that. You're ahead of Rhodesia. But, what is going on here? What are the Songhai doing? I think they're just trying to free their boat friend before it just gets popped out. And so are Argentina. Look at the Congo. That is not... Also, the Congo just settled here. That is quite a recent city. For those Congo with lots of planes, actually. Out here. What is going to go on? Morocco? How are you still alive? I don't know. Credit to you. Good job. I mean, don't know how long that's going to last. The Songhai don't have that many units. They have a lot of boats. Okay, saying that, they have quite a few. They would... But then again, Morocco probably have a similar amount, although they are all like a level behind. So again, tough spot. Look at this from Rome. Rome are the only... As I was saying, Rome are the only people expanding. The Iroquois just doing nothing. They're the worst out of everyone. I mean, the Congo are rebuilding their military to a massive size. I feel like the Congo have got the biggest army in the world. Should I check? Should we give you a little tease? Since I said I wasn't going to check till the end. There we go. Oh, no, maybe not. Texas just ahead of them. But, there we go. That's all we need to know. All we need to see. I don't want to spoil the winner, that's all. We want to have it, just sort of everyone getting excited towards the end. Oh my goodness, go on Argentina. Let's see if they can spur the Iroquois to life, because that would be very interesting. Because Texas, yeah, Texas are reinforcing. They will conquer a few more islands. Whether they'll get all of them is another question. But Argentina, if they send a few more boats, they don't really have any more. They're all down here, too far away. Also, Argentina finally getting Great War Infantry, which will help them a bit. The Inca are still alive up here, just about clinging on. Well, not just about, they are doing pretty well. But the crossbowmen aren't going to help when someone strong does turn up. Or Argentina and Brazil get planes. That is obviously the big turning point that's coming. The world will be shrinking. Globalization is going on. Oh, their battleship is nearly dead. They sat it in like the worst spot. It can get hit from 2 cities when they could have put it here. And it could only hit by 1. But I mean, the bombers will do their job. And I presume this ironclad may make it take the city anyway. How's the Chinook Aztec War? Yeah, so this city's definitely been sieged. This is the one I think. So there's stuff going on out here between the Aztecs and somebody. They killed whoever it was, but oh no, the Chinook frigate here. But yeah, I think the Chinook are going to grab this city here, Tlaxcala, and I think that'll be pretty big for them. Because that would probably be... I don't know if we'll see Texas try and take out the Aztecs altogether. I mean, they haven't seemed too bothered. They just built this great wall and said, you know what, that's enough. But you never know. Never know what we're going to see. Okay, oh my goodness. Okay, so Vietnam messed around with Seoul. But this is ridiculous. Like, I mean, it was ridiculous in Seoul, but this is stupid. Like, are the Viet Cong's, like, not melee units or something? I mean, is that what's going on here? They ranged units, which also they're so tall compared to everyone else's units. Look at the size of these people compared to these people. They're like giants. I only just noticed that. Britain peaced out with Germany. Nothing changed hands. Yeah, so how on earth are Vietnam messing this up? I can't believe Vietnam... Also, Japan. How did they not grab these tiles all this time? And eventually India just decided, you know what? Well, not decided. India's borders have just grown. So India have some... Look at this Congo archaeologist. It's just trying to steal everybody else's research. He's like the only archaeologist in the entire map actually looking for dig sites. Look, the Chinook are finally exploring the ocean. They've only just figured out how to do it. Surprised we haven't seen an Australian war. I think we will see. Oh, look at this. Chile. Good job. This is why their turn took ages ago, I think, because they were settling, and that slows it down. Good job. Good job, Chile. You may as well be New Zealand now. I'm just going to call them New Zealand from now on. That also had the Galapagos Islands. So, come on. Please. I got excited. I thought Argentina might take the city. That's not going to happen. Maybe it will. Not going to rule it out just yet, but... No sign of a war between Texas and the Iroquois just yet. Texas did take Curitiba here, so they've cut off Brasilia, which maybe... There we go. Okay, so the Maya have gone autocracy. Oh my goodness. Okay, Vietnam, out of nowhere, with the Manhattan... Okay, there's so many wars. No. Japan v. the Chinook is the first big event. Jeez, okay, so the Aztecs... Okay, the Chinook were messing up anyway, because they were rushing to defend their capital and not attack this city when they could have had it. But, more importantly, now Japan may end up in North America. And then Britain v Spain. That's not really going to matter. Britain can't really get over here. You waited too late, Britain. And Vietnam, Spain. Does kind of matter. Maybe this island here will fall to Vietnam. But Vietnam can't even take Beijing. Like, this is ridiculously embarrassing for the AI. Vietnam had some difficulties. It is incredible how poor Vietnam have been, actually, at taking cities. Okay, wow. Okay, Germany v Spain. That doesn't matter. But Iroquois, Spain, maybe we'll see some stuff coming over. Who knows? Or at least they'll kill all these Spanish workers who are out here. So yeah, Spain are gonna fall. Rome have triggered something. This is what I like to see. We're seeing some wars. I'm gonna focus on the... Oh, it's frozen. Rome must have taken some more cities, I feel. Just gonna leave it. See what happens. Please don't be broken. Game. Not now. Not at the end of the video. That'd really suck. Oh. It moved. What were Rome doing? Okay, Rome just did a peace deal with... Oh my goodness. That's why the game froze. Rome taking a huge amount of Spanish cities in the peace deal. Rome now have 1, 2, 3... They took Iceland as well. Spanish Iceland's gone. They took the island of Palma. They took everything. They took one of the Spanish islands in the Pacific. Also Korea. Okay, Mongolia. I'm actually rooting. If Mongolia can come and take Beijing before Vietnam, that'd be really funny. Come on. Come on, Mongolia. Or Korea. Korea can do it too. But, wow, that is why the game froze. Spain taking a lot, losing a lot. I mean, they're down to 2 cities. They lost everything to Rome. Wait, no, at 2 cities and this island. I don't think they have any more islands in the world, but you know what? Spain settled a lot of places I'm never going to be able to find. Look at this Indian settler. Where are you going? Jeez, Rome. I think Rome are ahead of Poland anyway, for those of us that are still debating out of the 2 European powers. Rome definitely, and Rome have a big influence as well compared to any of the powers in the world, because Rome now have the ability to build even more boats in the Atlantic. I think we'll see Rome v Britain pretty soon once Rome rebuilds. I think that's going to break out. Anything else? Nope. No more wars. Everything's getting interesting though. China has got to fall to somebody. I have a feeling this Mongolian rifleman could be the one. It's going to take a few turns to get over here, but could be. That'd be really big for Mongolia too, because obviously they gave away Mumbai stupidly. They won't be able to give away Beijing because it will be in a peace deal. How long they'll hold on to it will be different. But Vietnam would have much more trouble invading. Oh no, I'd say that. It would be Beijing still. But like the rest of Mongolia would be pretty safe. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. At the rate we're going, it looks like about 6 more videos till the end. So that's pretty... When you put it like that, that doesn't seem like many. But thank you so much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.